Are you in your poo-poo room right now?
No, I'm actually. So last week I did record in the bathroom, but now I'm just in my room. There is no music being played above me. Hopefully, I do not jinx that. But
Yeah. He's just gonna start blasting it.
I mean, he's not like obnoxious with it, and he is practicing an instrument, so it's not like just annoying, like rap or not even rap. I don't know. Why I said rap. It's not just like annoying music in general. That's like bass pounding the floor. It's just he's practicing an instrument. So it's just like
He's not bad.
no,
Like,
and
I've heard
he
him.
doesn't do it. He doesn't do it too often, so it's not like the worst thing in the world either.
I wonder if he gets noise complaints from other people.
I don't think so, especially right now, considering I think there's only six. Wait, one,
Students.
two. No, there's only six apartments in this building, and I think maybe three of them are occupied right now.
Including
And
yourself?
yeah, and like I think there's one on each floor right now. There's three floors. Um, and I think I know he's upstairs, but I don't think anyone else is.
Oh, you don't
I
think
know
there's
there's
one above him?
no. Well, he's the top floor. I'm just saying
Oh, he
there's
is
two
the top
people
floor.
there's two people that live up there on that floor. I just don't think the other person is there.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think anyone's on my floor, and I'm pretty sure there's someone on the bottom floor. Anyway, so that's why I'm here right now. I'm in my normal setup, new microphone, all good to go. It's funny that you mentioned that because ironically, living in the city, the number one most annoying noise that I hear is there is this, I'll call them like a bandolier of leaf blowers. They come and leaf blow the street. Not every morning, but enough mornings for it to be annoying as hell.
All right.
So they'll come and they'll leaf blow like just all the city trash and whatever gets blown away by the leaf blowers. And they'll do like all the streets around here and then come and make it into this big pile and then scoop it all up and trash it. And they do it at like different times, like before 10 in the morning, sometimes before 9 in the morning. And it's just the most annoying thing that I feel like I should have escaped not being in the suburbs anymore, where people are mowing lawns and using leaf blowers there. There's no leaves to blow here for the most part. It's just trash.
No grass to mow.
They're doing it to pick up trash, which is a good thing for the environment, but they're using gas-powered leaf blowers for like
Counteracts it.
an hour or 2 hours straight, and there's like 10 to 15 of them just walking around all the streets.
Just walk around with one of those
Sticks or your hands.
picker-upper thingies.
Just use your hands.
No,
or
don't
just
use
like,
your hands.
Or sweep or something.
When
It's so frustrating.
When I worked at an elementary school, I had to do that every morning. I had to pick up the trash because kids would hang out on the playground of the school. So I had to walk around the school with like one of those hand things, and like it has like the grip on it, so you clip it, you grip on it, and it closes the two things on the top, so it picks stuff up, and then you just put it in a bucket. You just use those. Those work great.
I'll let them know.
Mhm.
I'll be sure to
I
tell
mean,
them.
I can't talk to them. You're the one that sees them like every other morning.
It's so frustrating. It's like I don't get to. Right now, I'm doing summer classes, so I don't get to sleep in anyway. But I feel like the days I do get to sleep in,
They ruin it.
Up and down the streets, the bandolier of leaf blowers, just marching along. I guess. I don't even know.
Well, I mean, that's also like recently they had to fix the water pipes in front of my house and
Oh God.
what's it called? They do that like once every like 2
They-
months around this area.
Go ahead.
They did it at like 7 in the morning and woke my ass up drilling the fucking cement in front of my house. And I'm like,
Back at home,
you could do that earlier or later.
them with those streets is the worst.
Yep.
Because they're going around replacing all the pipes, which I feel like they've been doing for the last 15 years.
Yeah, they're still not done.
They're always replacing the pipes. They'll do the spray paint marker. They're gonna cut this. They cut out the section. You can't go that way for 2 days, and then they patch it up with like the worst cement job. And they've been doing it all over the city.
Yep.
Not my city, your city right now, back at home. They've been doing it oh my God, I feel like they've been doing it for like the last year straight, and then they just never finish.
They're not done yet.
they never finish. They've torn up all the streets at home, and just never pave them. And now you think, oh, people, I don't know. You feel like now would be a good time because they don't got to deal with a lot of traffic coming through places. You feel like they would just finish it now. No, they're the worst. And because I guess maybe they're not doing it at all, some streets have even got the crappy cement job. So they're just touring up streets.
Yeah, with the metal plates on top.
No, not even that. The street, so when you're going, what's the gas station across from the Rite Aid next to the laundromat that's attached to the Chinese food place?
Oh, what, Ming's?
Yeah. What's the gas station across the street?
Oh, it's not a name. It's not a common name brand. It's like off.
Well,
it's
that
like some
street.
family-owned thing.
Yeah, that street that goes up the hill.
Yeah.
That street, half of it, like the left side going up, is all like chopped up. Like they started with the jackhammer, and then didn't continue. It's just like a bunch of loose rocks and crap.
No one uses that road anyway.
Well, I do because I cross over state sometimes. I cross over state sometimes, and I don't like sitting at the light right there because usually you can just go straight across because there's no cars coming. So I'll go up that road and just go straight across instead of having to sit at the light. And half the street is torn up. So it hasn't even got that crappy cement job yet.
There's a lot of areas around here. They start and they don't finish.
It's the worst. Like, just do it all at once instead of going to every street and doing all the jackhammer at once, all the pipe at once, the crappy
pavement job.
It's so annoying. So since we were actually just talking about how I briefly mentioned I had summer classes.
Right.
I have 2 classes right now. One, I get up and get on the Zoom call with like class of 16, I think. So we get on the Zoom call, and it's one of the classes where we have to have our webcams on.
Ugh.
So yeah, 8:30 in the morning. I'm stumbling out of bed to get into the chair, eating my cereal while I'm on camera. I'm like trying to hide the cereal so they don't see me pouring like 5 bowls of Frosted Flakes at 8:30 in the morning. And the teacher called me out one day. He had the audacity. He saw like the corner of my Reese's Puffs box. He's like, "What are you eating?" So I just pointed the box and I unmuted my mouth. I was like, "Reese's Puff." I had like a mouthful of them. And he's like, "Oh, a nice big bowl of sugar this early in the morning." I was like, "Mm-hmm." I'm like 5 bowls deep at this point. But yeah, so this class, we get up and we're on camera. And my problem is I'm so used to just being like at my desk playing games on Discord or whatever that I start to lose focus that I'm in class right now. And some of my like degenerate tendencies come out. So like I'll be like leaning all the way back in my chair like this, and then I'll like remember I'm in class, so like I'll kind of sit upright and not look like I'm like falling asleep or just like goofing off or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just like there's the line has become so blurred between what's class and what's me sitting on Discord playing Minecraft, and I just like I have to just keep that focus for the 2.5 hours that I'm in this goddamn class.
I wouldn't be able to do that.
It is rough, especially for how early in the morning it is.
Like I'm a very hands-on type of person, so that kind of learning environment, it just doesn't work for me. I'd get too distracted. Being at my computer, I would end up playing games and not even paying attention.
And we also talked about how we talked about Zoom last week.
Oh yeah, how it's popping off.
And it's just like it's so clunky and weird and like not intuitive at all, I feel like. So yeah, I don't know. It's just like it's
just switch back to Uvu. Just switch back to Uvu.
It's not an ideal situation right now, honestly.
Oh man, my mom doesn't even use Zoom for like her work because She works for a school district, so you would think that they would use Zoom for conferences and stuff like that. They don't. They just use the Google
Hangouts.
The Google Hangout, yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I've seen a few of them, and they look a lot better than Zoom calls.
Yeah.
I don't know why Zoom popped off like that, but everyone has a Gmail. Like, it's basically like given that if you own a device that can go on the internet, you make a Gmail.
Right.
Like, you wouldn't need to make a second account to get into Google Hangouts. It's just so, I don't know. I feel like that should have taken off, not Zoom.
It's just right place at the right time more than anything.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I had a thought the other day. If there's
what are you thinking about, bud?
There's like an expectation with like Discord or I guess even Skype to an extent that if I called you for like to get on this call right now, and if you like didn't pick up right away, I would just be sitting in like this call waiting for you to join in. It's funny how that's the expectation, but if I called you on the phone and you didn't answer and I just just sat there on the line anyway for waiting for you just like to answer the call on your phone, that'd be weird.
Yeah,
like there's this weird expectation that on Discord or computer or whatever, I can just sit there and wait. like I'm just sitting here and you're possibly just sitting there and we're just both just like could just be waiting. Like you dodge people's phone calls all the time. But imagine if you just like you knew they were just sitting there waiting, like in Discord. It's so funny.
It would be funny as if they like come through your phone still, like you can, like they can't hear you, like you're muted if you don't actually pick up the call, but you can still hear them on the other end, just sitting there, just doing their own shit, and you're just like, how long are they gonna fucking sit there and wait for me to pick up their call?
So I don't have an iPhone. When you FaceTime someone, or you're getting a FaceTime. And can you see their video before you answer, or no?
No, it's like a black screen.
Okay, because I think on the Google equivalent, I think it's called Google Duo, I think you can, if you're getting a call from someone on it, I think you can see their video before you answer. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like I remember that being a thing. So if you're getting a call, you can see the person just like standing there looking at you like through your phone. they might not know that you have the phone in your hand or whatever, that you're looking at them, but they could just be sitting there in theory just looking at you. If that's not a thing, I think it should be a thing. That'd be cool.
That's hilarious. Isn't that cool? just screen grab it while they're sitting there, and then you can send it to them and be like, I know what you're doing before you call me. That would be so funny.
We didn't really mention it last week, but the podcast is back.
It is back.
We didn't really go over that, and like what we're doing with the podcaster channel or whatever. I didn't really want to like jump right into like, oh, we're back, we're doing this and this and this. I think for now, correct me if you feel differently. It's just for now, it's just a way for us to kind of create additional content. Just talk about what we're creating in our free time, what we're kind of doing. I've needed this kind of just outlet where I can just ramble and talk about whatever like nonsense I want, video games, movies, whatever, blah blah blah.
Ben & Jerry's cookie dough,
Zoom, FaceTime audio. So yeah, I don't know. We didn't really have a plan for this. We're just gonna kind of do it, and I didn't want it to be like a whole big production, so we just kind of jumped into it. So yeah, that was just kind of my take on it. I don't know how you kind of have been feeling about it.
Well, I'm trying to like take off in the Twitch space. So any place that I can create media and put a voice out, give out content is a plus for me. So as long as we keep doing this and do whatever, it could grow, we can expand it. But I think right now we're just doing this type of podcast thing. Right. Maybe later on we can go back to doing gameplays like in the beginning, but right now we'll just keep it easy on here until things start to pick up.
Yeah, we didn't I don't know, we didn't have a real hard goal for it. It's just something for us to kind of do and work on.
It's just fun.
Yeah, I just happened to edit it, I think, the night before I posted last week. I'll probably do the same, if not something similar again this week. Yeah, I don't know. We don't have a hard plan. Just something that we're doing just to do.
Yeah, it's just a thing to do while the world sits inside.
Yeah, I don't know.
Waits for this whole thing to blow over.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to think. Well, it's not that hard. I know what I would be doing right now if we were in normal time. I would be working at this festival that I worked at last year in Philadelphia. And that runs for a couple months. But like, I don't know if I'd be doing half the things I'm doing right now if we were just in normal time, because I'd be busy with that. I'd be going to like physical class, so that would be like another mental drain on me. Right. So it's just like, it's so weird to think about what we were doing last year, what we could be doing right now, and what we'll be doing at the same time again next year. A friend of mine just, I say graduated. He finished his college, finished his time at college, and it's pretty unceremonious right now. It's just like, okay, it's over.
Oh, I did it. No graduation or anything?
Not. I mean, there is one plan. It's been postponed, I believe, already once to, I think he said November. And he has a job lined up too already. Well, that start date has been pushed back.
Ooh.
So it's like he still has the job, it's just not right now, and no graduation. So it's kind of just like, okay, you're done school, go do nothing.
Go do nothing until this blows over.
On one hand, it's like we're never getting. I heard someone make this point. We were never getting this kind of time before, or time like possibly again, to just do nothing. Yeah, it's like a fucked up world that we're living in, and shit's not right. But we're never getting this much, quote unquote, free time again. When you complain about, oh, I'm working all these hours, I'm doing all this crap, I have all this school and whatever. Right now, you have none of that. Kind of savor it, and then don't take for granted what your normal life is like afterward. Like, for us, we kind of sit inside, do the same thing every day anyway.
Yeah.
But for normal people, it's like they're never spending this much time inside, and a lot of people are realizing a lot about themselves, I feel like.
Mm-hmm. For sure. What they can handle and what they can't handle inside, how long they can sit around and do nothing for. And that really being the case, and how much they really need the job that they're at.
Yeah.
Because I know that I'm in a situation in which I don't really need to do that much. But
for a different reason. Other than the virus.
Yeah. But because I know I'd probably be doing the same thing I am right now. Either way. I might have actually had a job at this point, but I'm luckily enough to just be able to just stay inside and not really have to deal with anything. But I know a lot of people are suffering because they can go to work. Yeah. Stimulus checks aren't enough. Unemployment isn't really carrying it if they have children or things to pay for. It's definitely a different situation for very different people. So I don't know. It's just it's a crazy time. It's a crazy time, and it's hard to think about what you would be doing right now if this wasn't happening. But I think I'm pretty sure that I'd probably be doing the same thing.
Yeah, I don't feel like our lives. Mine would be a little different. Yours wouldn't be too different, but yeah, it's just like the butter. I don't want to get like
butterfly effect. Is that what you were about to say?
I was gonna say the butterfly effect. I didn't want to get like too philosophical, I guess, but it is the butterfly. It is the butterfly effect. It's like what one thing could have happened. Yeah, one thing could have happened differently, and we wouldn't be here right now. Or who knows? There's a whole array of butterfly effects. If I'm even using that correctly.
Butterfly effect is just cause and effect.
But yeah. I don't know why butterfly effect became the go-to for cause and effect. It just sounds cooler. I don't know. Sounds more proper.
Yourself? I don't think everyone goes to butterfly effect straight away.
Me? Yeah.
You've been playing Until Dawn recently or something? What's going on?
I do. Every time I do think of Until Dawn. I will be honest. Did you play the sequel to that, Man of Medan? Did you even play Until
play
Dawn?
That game? No, I didn't play Until Dawn. I've seen that a lot of YouTubers started playing it, got to episode 2, and then stopped playing it.
Really?
Yeah, no, I haven't seen one person yet that's played it in its entirety, so I guess it's not that good. Huh.
I kind of wanted to play it like when it first got announced, and then I never really cared again.
Yeah, no, I
don't know.
Until Dawn sounds like a good game to play on stream if I really.
Until Dawn, I watched that. I think a couple playthroughs of that because I watched different people play it, and everyone had like a different experience, which was cool to see.
Mm-hmm.
But it also had a pretty good cast. I always think of what's his name, Remy Malek.
Yeah,
right?
That's about the only name I really know.
Yeah, that he was pretty good in that. If not good, he was great in that. To be honest.
Yeah, no, Remy Malek's great. Some people give him shit, but I don't care.
Do you watch or have you watched his
Bohemian
show?
Rhapsody?
No, his show. What's it called?
iRobot?
Something. Is that what's called?
Yeah, it's called iRobot.
Really?
I have not watched it yet. No.
No, Mr. Robot. Mr. Robot.
Oh, iRobot's a movie with Will Smith.
Will Smith. It's also a brand. I knew it wasn't iRobot. Mr. Robot. Have you watched it or no?
No, I have not watched it.
I
It's not on
haven't
like
either.
Netflix or anything, so.
Is it on? I think it might be a Hulu type deal.
I mean, I can confirm or deny.
I think it's a Hulu thing.
You're a Hulu thing.
Yeah, you know. So with it going around, obviously E3 was canceled, and
Boo.
I'll be honest, people, justifiably so, shit on E3 for a lot of different things,
Right.
but we're not getting that same excitement and enjoyment out of that 1 week of just non-stop action. The way that it's being split up across the whole summer, doing little events, doing a bunch of little events. Here's one big thing here, one big thing here. It is horrible. I hate it so much. This Summer Games Fest that Jeff Keighley, the guy who runs the Game Awards, that he's
Right.
putting on, is so bad. It is so trash. There is no hype. There is no build up to it, and it is horrible. It's so bad. I love the week of just E3. This week is E3. I know I'm at the end of this week. I'll be really excited about what video games are going to look like in the next 6 to 12 months or whatever.
Yeah. 2021, 2022.
Yeah.
Next
Now
gen
it's just
consoles.
like, tune in tomorrow at 8 a.m. for a big announcement. I'm going to have a special guest. The next day comes, a half an hour before the event. Oh, they're making Tony Hawk 1 and 2 remastered. And then that's what's revealed at the event. Oh, Tony Hawk and some random developer you never heard of are talking. Who cares? Who cares? It is so bad. The game just leaks a half an hour before anyway. What's the point of the event? Not even an event. What's the point of the little live stream? Who cares? It's so annoying.
Post it on Twitter.
Yeah, it's like, on one hand with E3, yes, a lot does kind of get lost to the crowd, but for E3, a majority, maybe not a majority, I would say a large part of the people who watch E3 are heavily invested in video games and are going to do that research and pick apart the things that they like and see the things that they like and be able to digest that. But now it's like, ooh, tomorrow, tune in at 9:30 in the fucking morning for this one game announcement that you probably don't give a shit about. And then the next morning rolls around, oh, we're releasing fucking, I don't even know what. Oh, we're having the Valorant devs on to talk about their game. I don't care. We can just see it in a blog post. Don't need this whole charade around it. It's horrible. I miss E3 so much.
Yeah, didn't they do that for they did like an Xbox panel? And it was just all shitty indie games, and then ended with Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And it was just like, this is
Nintendo has the fucking industry standard for digital events. They've always done digital events, even at E3s with Nintendo Directs. They have 3 to 4 a year, and then that may or may not be including E3. They have fucking got Nintendo Directs down to a T. Down to a T. These things are like fucking crack. If there is 1 month where, the Direct should have been this month, the world loses their goddamn minds. But with fucking, where was I going with this? Xbox has their version of it. It's called Inside Xbox.
Right.
Talk about a fucking, I don't even know what I want to call it. It's so bad. I don't know why. I don't even know how to. Have you seen it? Let's just start with that. Have you seen any of the Inside Xbox streams or whatever?
I haven't watched one in its entirety, but I've seen clips of them.
So instead of, I'm going to be honest, Xbox should have just copied exactly what Nintendo does with the Directs. But instead they have these live hosted events. Sometimes they have viewers or fans in the crowd. Sometimes they don't. With this past one, obviously it was all digital. So everyone was on video calls and whatever. And instead of having it, I don't know if it was I assume it was all pre-recorded, but it wasn't done in the scripted, highly edited fashion that the directs are. It was, okay, we're going to go to this guy, and he's going to talk about this, and he works at Xbox or whatever, and he gives his little spiel, and then they go, okay, now here's 12 games in a row or whatever. And I should preface that I'm all over the place, but this last Inside Xbox was like was hyped up to be one of the big E3 equivalent of this year or whatever.
Yep.
It was only indie and third party, mostly Xbox exclusive stuff, but a lot of third party stuff that's coming to Xbox. And the big finale for this 45-minute or whatever event was Assassin's Creed Valhalla with gameplay, which was pre-rendered screenshots and short videos, nothing of what I would consider gameplay is someone fucking playing the game.
Yeah.
It was severely lacking that.
Yeah. No,
so these Inside Xboxes are just always over the place. There's too many people talking about nonsense. There's interviews. There's like 2 game announcements and nothing to fucking blow your socks off. It's just like Nintendo has nailed it. What is everyone else doing? I don't understand.
Yeah, Xbox is on their indie kick right now, so they just feel like they have to like get a bunch of indie developers and buy them out, and then have them make games for whatever reason. Like, what was it, like 2 or 3 years ago? They were like, "Yeah, we're starting this whole thing." When they bought out Ninja Theory and Double Fine and all of them.
I don't have a problem with that though.
I mean, I kind of don't. I don't, but I kind of do. But I just feel like that's just what they've been focusing on recently. Like all their big titles are getting like pushed back, like Halo Infinite, and I want more bigger titles from Microsoft, but they're not. They're just not doing it.
My problem is that they have no idea how to. I shouldn't say that. They're obviously a successful company, and I don't know anything. I'm just some schmuck. But
you're some schmuck that likes Microsoft a little bit.
They are dropping the ball so goddamn hard. Just package it like the Nintendo Direct. Don't give me little bits and bobs of just random nonsense. Go all out at once. Blow your load and fucking mean that you're going to blow your load. Just do it all at once. Go apeshit in this little span. They always have had this problem of their messaging comes in at weird times and with weird ways. Like Nintendo has nailed the Direct. Like the Direct has become like not a game in its own, but it's like a cultural phenomenon almost that
everyone tunes in and watches.
Yeah, and they have like game-specific directs, like Animal Crossing. Right before it came out, they had their big Animal Crossing direct. Here's a bunch of shit that's gonna be in the game. The game's coming out next week. Have fucking fun. With the Xbox, it's like, oh, we're gonna talk to John, Timmy, and John and Timmy. They both work at 343. What do? They are on the business development side. I don't give a fuck about John and Timmy. Show me Master Chief. That's all I need. I don't need to see who coded Master Chief's big right toe. I don't give a fuck. Just show me Master Chief. It's like Nintendo's just like, oh, here's the game. We'll talk about it later. Just here's the game. I'll talk about it later. Game. And that's all they need to do. And Twitter's like, oh my God. It's just like, I feel like I'm fucking crazy watching this shit. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
I imagine you acting like this in your room.
Dude, when I got up, I think it was at No, I didn't get up early. I just said I had to get up early because you didn't get up because it was like at 11 o'clock. I'm like, I know he's not getting up. It was like an 11 o'clock thing. It was like 45 minutes long. I was like, oh my God, this is it. This is about to be crazy. I watched 11, I don't even know how many games. Let's say 15 games I had never heard of before except for maybe Dirt fucking 5 with fucking Nolan North and Troy Baker. I had no idea what these games were. And after I watched it, I still don't know what the games are. There's 2 games I can name. Scorn, because it was disgusting, and Dirt 5. Good fucking Xbox event. Whatever. I'm so upset now. So just while we were, obviously less heated now, but while we were on the topic of E3, and whatever press conferences and directs or whatever we're going to have then, I think we were going to see, I still do think we're going to see some form of Breath of the Wild 2 at some point this year. I'm not sure if that's the big holiday release this year, or is it the rumored Mario collection, or is it going to be Metroid Prime 4?
Game's not coming out.
See, I don't know. At the end of the Paper Mario trailer, which come out in the summer, there was like a Metroid like tease, like a blatant Metroid thing in, I never played Metroid, so I don't know the proper terms of anything. But there was a Metroid reference in the trailer, Full Sail. So I wonder if that's like a, hey, expect Metroid this year, or what that meant.
I think it just meant, haha, Metroid, and it ended.
But I do think we're going to see something of Breath of the Wild 2 this year. I don't know what, but so I got into, when did you beat Breath of the Wild? Let's start with that.
I beat Breath of the Wild like a week and a half after it came out.
I beat Breath of the Wild this past December. So I feel like I'm very qualified to talk about what I want from Breath of the Wild 2 now.
I don't know. That game was pretty perfect.
It was good. What do you? Do you have any problems with it?
I
have.
I don't know. Maybe just better ways to get around. That'd be my niche. I know like they had DLC with like a bike and all that, but
did you play that?
No, I didn't feel like spending more money on it.
Yeah, I neither.
It deserved it, but I just didn't have it at the time.
Yeah. The horse was pretty worthless. The horse kind of mechanics was pretty worthless because like I wish the horse would just spawn wherever, because like having to keep it with you like wherever you're going, track it down, and like just keeping hold of it was just annoying as hell. And considering I just like teleported to the top of towers pretty much all the time, and just would jump off them to get as far as I can and then just run the rest of the way, I feel like the horse was pretty worthless. My biggest complaint about the game was the post game, and the fact that there was no real post game.
Yeah, I was about to say, what post game?
Yeah,
game finishes.
The game finishes, and then you're just at the beginning of the castle again.
The
castle doesn't. Ganon doesn't change or anything. There's no like, oh, the world is more beautiful now, or fucking whatever. The castle's restored now, or whatever.
So you want like post game content?
Yeah, I feel like there should have been something.
See the changes that you fought so hard for.
Yeah, and that
many hours.
Yeah, that would incline me to go check out the world again to see if it possibly changed. I understand the world was already magnificent and probably took forever to do, but if they had just changed some things and like go so I can go explore again and maybe finish up a bunch of like the side quest crap that I didn't do, I would be way more inclined to go do that just to see what had changed throughout the world. I feel like it was obviously a great game, one of the best games I've ever played, but I just wanted to see a little bit more in the post game because I beat it. I was like, did I beat it, or what happened?
You fooling me? What's happening? Yeah, you were so against playing it.
I wasn't against playing it. I just know I'm terrible with single player games like that. I knew it was a good game. I never said it wasn't a good game. I knew it was good. I just couldn't stick with it because I'm me and I'm terrible and I'm trash.
Yeah, those games are where I shine.
I knew
games.
I knew it was a good game. I just never could stick to it. But in terms of Breath of the Wild 2, what are you expecting from it? Do you have anything that you want in it? Anything that you're like, oh man, if they did this, that'd be
I'm not like a huge like Legend of Zelda connoisseur. Like I'm not I haven't played all the games, so I don't know little things they can put in the new one to like be like, oh my god, that was in Link to the Past, or that was in
any
Link's
other
Awakening. No.
Okay, me either. That's the first Zelda I beat.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I always meant to. Like I have I have the one where like Link turns into a wolf on the GameCube. I just haven't beaten it.
Twilight Princess.
Yeah, that one. But I bet a lot of people want to see more nods to older games. They want to see another huge map. They don't want the same map.
Well, what do you want? Fuck what everyone else wants. Yeah, what do you want from it?
It's been a while since I played it. But what I want, it's just more of the same. I mean, I liked the game so much that I probably played and beat it from the time it came out to today, like maybe 2 or 3 times. Like it's just such a good open world game where it's like go and do whatever you want in whatever order you want. Like you don't even need to go do the main quest of the game, and you can go to the boss and beat it. Like that's how crazy of an open world game it is. Like just more freedom. Like just more of the freedom like that. Do whatever you want. Play however you want. It doesn't really need to change for me. Just another game just like the first one.
For me, just based off the little trailer, which is just like a pre-rendered like just an animated, here's Link and Zelda, they're in this like cave and there's a dead thing, I don't know, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, there was a trailer, wasn't there?
Yeah, it's like a weird, not weird, but it was like a pretty ominous, not gonna tell you much other than, hey, we're making the game, this is kind of what it's looking like. Just based off that though, it makes me really hopeful, and I will do anything for this game if you can play as Link and Zelda in co-op in some fashion, or you can potentially switch between the two, like a GTA type deal, where you can switch between the 3 of them. Yeah. Either one of those would be so sick. It would be so sick. You could like say,
would be awesome.
Yeah, say you could play in co-op, but if you don't have a co-op partner. If you don't have a co-op partner in your damn Zelda, you could just switch between the two, and maybe they each have like unique things they can do or whatever. Like Link keeps all of his what are they called that he learned? Skills.
Like his magic, like
like the bomb
magnet
and
power. And,
yeah, they had like a name. Were they runes?
Runes.
No.
Yeah. That's all right. Runes.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
He keeps all those, but like maybe Zelda has like a whole new, like 5 completely different ones or something. That would be sick.
To be like magic based.
Yeah.
She uses like a bow and maybe like a staff. I don't know what else and just be able to conjure shit. That would be dope.
That would be cool. Yeah. That
like
could be
2
cool.
different play styles, and maybe like you can select one of the 2 in the beginning, and you can play through it twice, and like have to play it a different way due to the character you pick.
Yeah, it'd be cool if she could like bring back dead enemies.
She's a necromancer,
or not bring them back, but like turn them.
Have them fight for you or whatever.
Yeah, that could be cool.
That's all a big if they make her a playable character.
Yeah, I'm just going based off that trailer of like, oh my god, they're together, they're exploring, they're doing stuff. Because she was like, unless you did all the memories or whatever, she wasn't in the base game like at all. She was just in cutscenes, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, because she was captured by Ganon the whole time.
Yeah, so seeing her like in the world, like running around with you or whatever, potentially being playable, that'd be so sick. That'd be so sick.
And just more ways to traverse the map instead of just horses. Horses were terrible.
What's crazy is that as of now, this is expected to be a Switch title, is that there are going to be 2 Zeldas pretty close to each other on the same console of the same story. Not including the Link's Awakening remake or whatever, but it's kind of, Nintendo doesn't really do that. Like,
no, they don't.
Like, I don't expect them to put out another Mario Kart on the Switch because there's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I don't expect them to put out I don't even know what,
a Smash.
Yeah. There's not gonna be another Smash on the Switch.
It's probably not going to be another Smash ever. That man's done with that game.
Yeah, who knows? Once this is done, who knows?
Yeah, nah, he's pretty much done. They'll continually add characters, but I don't think there'll be a new Smash game. I think this one's just going to be continually ported onto future consoles.
That could be true.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows what the future looks like? Speaking of future, hey, where can people see you in the future?
Okay.
That's the segue to the end of the video.
I know, but I thought you were going to talk about the artist.
What artist?
Future, the rapper.
Oh, no.
I was like, why are you going to talk about him? All right, whatever. You can cut that out. You can catch me on Twitch at The Wolf, TTV. The Wolf, THEWULFE, The Wolf. I play really just Sea of Thieves or any single player game. I'm gonna try to pick up playing something new soon. I don't know what. Uncharted's not really doing it for me, but yeah, you can catch me there usually around 4 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to come check me out, drop a follow, say what's up, definitely hit me up.
As for me, I launched a new channel this week, Gaming Gazette. You can follow the Twitter account, Gaming Gazette YT, and you can check it out on YouTube, Gaming Gazette. It'll be in the description, just like it was last week. I just didn't mention it last week because it wasn't like officially launched yet. But I should have a new 1 to 2 minute video on the Twitter and the YouTube every single day, Monday through Friday. And then other social media is EmojiJakeG, Twitter, Instagram. Yours is 1,000 different things. They'll be in the description, maybe.
Go to my Twitch channel; they're on there.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's it. Did we miss anything, Brandon?
No, not to my account.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.